I'm going to show you how you can connect with your spirit guides now, even if you think it's impossible. I used to be in that situation. I just had this will, this desire to connect with my guides, but there was something within me that always told me that I'm not connected and that I can't connect. And that's a limiting belief. If you ask yourself the question, can you connect with your spirit guides now? And you feel that you can't, you have a limiting belief blocking you from that very connection. When I first awakened, I dove into a guided meditation. And this meditation was designed to help me connect with the Akashic records. But something very interesting happened during this guided meditation. This guided meditation lasted over a period of 10 days. And it was about 20 to 30 minutes a day. I would do this. And each lesson or meditation would build upon the last one. Well, in the second or third meditation, I met a being, and he presented himself as an animal at the time. And this was just part of the guided meditation. And this being, this animal, was with me the whole time for the rest of this meditation. Well, it was after I completed the series of 10 days of meditation that I realized that this was my spirit guide. He came to me and connected with me, or I connected with him rather, outside of that guided meditation. Very amazing experience. But why did this happen? I had this belief that I couldn't connect with my spirit guide. I wasn't even trying to connect with my spirit guide at the time. I was trying to connect with the Akashic records. And what happened? Because I had dropped that limiting belief or that guard in the moment, my spirit guide was able to come through in a way that allowed me to connect with him. And that connection built over the course of 10 days to the point where we connected outside of that meditation, and he's been with me ever since. If you have a strong belief or limiting belief that you are separate, that you are disconnected from your guides, you will not be able to connect with them. I'm going to tell you a little secret right here. You are always connected to your guides. In fact, you're there right now. You are in the presence of your guides and you are communicating with your guides. The issue is you're not aware of that communication. That's all it takes. It takes an awareness. It takes presence. It takes the thought, the knowing, the belief that not only can you connect with your guides, but you are connected with your guides in this very moment. And when you start to analyze these limiting beliefs that keep you separated from your spirit guides, you're going to start to be able to reframe them and reprogram them with thoughts and actions that align with the truth that you are always connected to your guides. Now, how do you know this? Well, we know we're multidimensional beings. Deep down, we feel that. We extend up into higher dimensional fields. In fact, you're there right now. Again, if you're focused on this human avatar solely, you're going to feel like you're disconnected. And if you feel disconnected, you're going to have a belief that you're disconnected. So we want to dive in and start looking at these beliefs. We want to remind ourselves throughout our day that we are connected to our guides. Always. They are there, they are present, and we're always communicating with them. But most of that communication goes unconsciously. It's off our radar. We don't have awareness of it because we're focused on the input that we're receiving from our five senses. So we start to dive inward. We start to quiet the mind. We start to sit in presence, and we start to feel into our heart space, what's going on within our body. And we start to be able to perceive subtle energies that have always been there that are lying beneath the surface. When we can do this and detach from those limiting beliefs that we're separated, we can get inside and affirm and tell ourselves that we are connected to all things. We are connected to source. We are all one. We are taking that first step in being able to perceive communication from our guides. So we sit in presence, we frame a new belief, a knowing that we are truly connected, and we sit and we feel the subtle energy that starts to rise up from below. It could be a feeling, it could be a knowing, it could be knowledge. For me, I was getting a lot of imagery flashing in my third eye, and I started to hear voices. I started to telepathically connect with not only my spirit guide, but my galactic guides as well. And let me tell you, they were always there. I was just not able to perceive them. So it's so important to start to let go of these limiting beliefs. Now, if you're struggling, if you have something in your reality that is stressing you out, that is making you feel anxious, I want you to know that your guides are there. The only reason you're not getting assistance or getting help from them is because you are not able to perceive the assistance and the help. Your guides are always there. We live in a now moment. When we get present, it's a now moment. It's not like the time's not good for your guides. Where are my guides? Maybe they're busy. They're always there for you. The block comes from our belief that we are separated or separate from them. And I assure you, you are connected to your guides in this very moment. Your awareness, being focused as the human avatar, is what's keeping you separate. This limiting belief that this is all you are is keeping you separated from your spirit guides. That is it. That is the thing. Now, with the meditation that I went through, I was able to circumvent my limiting beliefs, right? And kind of put them aside, not focus on being separate, but getting into a meditation where I got under those beliefs. I was able to get under those beliefs because I was focusing on the Akashic records, right? I wasn't focusing on my spirit guides, because if I tried to really connect with my spirit guides, I probably would have felt that resistance or that block that's running subconsciously that keeps telling me you're separate, you can't connect, maybe they're not there, maybe they're busy, whatever it is for me, whatever it looks like for you. So that was set aside, wasn't trying to connect in the moment, trying to connect with the Akashic records, and my spirit guide came through because I was not focused in that state of mind where I was separating myself. So when you start to release some of these limiting beliefs, your spirit guides will start to come forward. You will start to get your energy moving through your system, through your body, and you'll start to perceive the subtle energy that lies beneath. This is not like coming at you big time. This is subtle. It's always there, but you're not focused on it because you have this belief that you're solely human and that you're separate, okay? And that there's something that needs to happen to allow you to connect. That is simply not true. That is a limiting belief. Now, once I connected with my guide, I started to build that circuitry, that entrainment that allowed me to get back with him. And that was further established, and further connections were built, that communication became even more clear as the days went on, and other guides started to come forward. It's not that they weren't there before, they were always there, but me letting go of this belief that I was separate started to let this energy come forward. And I had guides dropping in, it seemed like daily over a long period of time. New guides would come in, new information. That's because these beliefs started to fall back. I realized or remembered that I was connected to the 0-point field, to the quantum field, and I started to be able to perceive this energy. So me being this guided meditation that was for a different purpose, allowed my guide to come through. That's how that worked for me. But I can assure you, and I've worked with clients, when you sit in presence and you let go of the idea of having to connect with your guides and know that you are connected with your guides and they are always there and ready to assist you, to help you take that next step on your ascension journey, you will start to break down or reprogram these subconscious limiting beliefs that have kept you separated from your guides. It will start to melt away, and you sit in presence without expectation of connection and feel what's happening within your body. You're going to start to perceive this energy. You're going to start to light up your third eye. Maybe imagery, could be smells, could be sounds, could be telepathic voices will start to come forward. And as they do, we watch for that ego to send up that roadblock again and say, nope, it's going to start to question everything. We want to allow this energy to come through. Just before I came downstairs into this room, I looked down the staircase and I saw a tall being walk out of this room. Very lanky, skinny, tall being. shadowy, walk out of this room into the other room, walked right past the staircase, came down into the basement here and communicated with him. I opened myself up to be able to perceive this energy because I know I'm always connected. The only thing that makes me feel disconnected are my own limiting beliefs. I got into my heart, I took a few breaths, and I was able to connect with this being. And this being is here in this loving presence, this space that I've created in this very office. I've got some crystals here, very high frequency space, very safe space that allowed a frequency for this being to be able to come in and experience some of this physicalness to a certain extent. And that's what he was communicating with me. And he's just hanging here, and that's cool. I have felt him before. He would tap on the plant behind me occasionally. It would start to tap and start to move. Never really opened myself up to communicate, just kind of let it go. Because sometimes that's the old version of me that comes forward, just what's going on, not sure what that is. Well, today I was in a state of presence where I was able to open myself up to the communication. And sure enough, he's the one that's been tapping on the plant. Okay, just making his way through this space. And that's okay. We are all connected. We are open to allow these experiences to happen for us. Your galactic guides, your spirit guides, all the clairs, your clairvoyance, clairaudience, everything is available to you, but you are the one that is preventing yourself from experiencing it. So remember that point. If you could work on your limiting beliefs, reframe, reprogram your subconscious by getting present, breathing into your heart space, letting go of expectations, and just allowing yourself to feel. Put on some binaural beats, put on a guided meditation, whatever it takes for you to get present, get into your heart space, and allow yourself to feel the energy. The way to connect with your guides is to connect with your body and allow that subtleness to rise up through your central channel so that you could start to perceive it in your brain. The energy is always there. It's just being obscured by the thick, dense fog of this reality that we think we are. Only human, separated from everything else around us. This video resonated. Watch this one next. I'd be so grateful. Thank you.